Hello everyone. Malaria is a disease transmitted to humans through the bite of the Anopheles mosquitoes. According to the World Health Organization, there are over 200 million cases annually with 600,000 deaths in 2022, showing this is a big problem on the planet we call home. I chose malaria for two reasons. I took a class on it at OSU last year and I found it very interesting and fascinating to learn about. The other is that I actually could have gotten it whenever I visited Pakistan because I've been bit by mosquitoes so many times there. The three countries I chose are endemic or were endemic to malaria. I chose the US because I'm from here. I chose Pakistan because my parents and family are from there. And I chose the UK because I think it's a cool place and I have cousins that live there. All three countries have the same mechanisms of preventing malaria as well as treating malaria. Prevention is through the use of insecticides and destroying possible mosquito nesting habitats. It is treated with antibiotics and some vaccines have been developed as well. Each of the three countries has recognized it as a major issue that was actually a leading cause of death. As a result, they all had government initiatives with the goal of eradicating malaria, which totaled in the millions and millions of dollars in each country. Malaria is actually no longer endemic in the US and the UK. However, the US did have a rare 8 endemic cases in 2023. That was swiftly dealt with through the use of strong government intervention, and nothing has happened since. Rather, in these two countries, the entirety of malaria cases occur when people who travel to malaria endemic countries get bitten and come to the US or UK. In both countries, there are roughly 1 to 2,000 of these cases each year. Pakistan is different, with the disease still being endemic, with over 2 million annual cases of malaria with thousands of deaths each year. However, it is likely that these numbers are underreported, and there are numerous reasons why Pakistan hasn't eradicated malaria yet. And one reason is quite unfortunate. Previous failed malaria campaigns led to mosquitoes and plasmodium variants developing drug resistance. It requires lots of time and money and energy to develop vaccines to all these new strains. Regarding healthcare, the most important thing that Pakistan and UK have is universal healthcare, allowing all of their citizens to get access to medical need. The US sadly doesn't have that, making it harder for people of low socioeconomic status to get treatment. However, the US and UK do have access to the best research and technology in the world. This allows their people to get great treatment with very low failure complication rates. Pakistan, on the other hand, lacks many of these resources as a developing country. Overall, the US and UK are more focused on treatment since preventative measures are already finished in their countries, while Pakistan is heavily focused on preventative measures such as vaccines and health education. The greatest advantage the US and UK have is the fact that they have strong centralized governments with immense power. Malaria is gone from those countries because their governments focused heavily on getting rid of it and the manpower and wealth to do it successfully. Pakistan, as aforementioned, is a new country with a not so strong government. The country is in constant political turmoil and the central government is often corrupt, making necessary malaria programs a low priority. Local governments in the US and Pakistan have proven effective in stopping malaria. Florida and Texas in 2023 quickly dealt with malaria cases and only allowed for 8 cases. In Pakistan, the government of the province of Punjab has lowered malaria rates many times fold. Western countries have strong capitalistic values, and this makes them heavily value efficiency and money. Malaria was known to cause many problems in these countries, so they prioritized getting rid of it because they understood the cost it had. Meanwhile, Pakistan is an agricultural country that has dealt with malaria for thousands of years. Malaria is something common to the citizens, who view it as part of everyday life, so they do not care much about getting rid of it. They have bigger priorities, like getting food and money, as well as dealing with hazardous weather conditions like heat and flooding. There is far more security in the US and UK, which is why their governments are able to focus on eradicating malaria. In conclusion, malaria is a major worldwide public health issue that causes hardship for millions of people across the globe. However, we have proven to be able to eradicate it from countries, and we need to do so now globally. It is essential for the world to collectively come together in an efficient, well planned, and well funded effort in order to remove the disease. We hope to have a world where no one ever gets malaria again, and it's definitely possible if we put in our all. Thank you for listening.